Veringenstadt is a town in the district of Sigmaringen in Baden-Württemberg, Germany. It is situated 10 kilometers north of Sigmaringen. Geographical location: Veringenstadt is situated in the valley of the Lochert, a tributary of the Danube, between Germany.It and Sigmaringen. The municipality area is 3,125 hectares. Geology: the municipality Veringenstadt lies on the Lochert-Graben. East of Veringendorf a petrified sponge reef can be seen, which was created 140 million years ago. History: the area of the present municipality Veringenstadt was already settled in early historical times. The town itself is an ancient settlement which was already mentioned in a document around the year 786. It derives its name from a certain Pharaoh or Pharaoh, was so well earlier Veringa, about 1130 Veringen, later always Veringen. The Counts of Veringen were one of the wealthiest and most respected dynasties of the 11th and 12th century in southern Germany. Through targeted resettlement of population from the surrounding hamlets succeeded about 1250 the foundation of the city of Veringen. After the 30 Years' War about 1650 farmers from Tyrol were recruited for Veringenstadt and settled here. From 1827 to 1925 Veringenstadt belonged to Oberum Gammertingen. 1850 it became as part of the Principality Hohenzollern-Sigmaringen Prussian and belonged to the province of Hohenzollern. Ore was mined in the 18th and 19th century. Since 1927 the municipality belongs to the district of Sigmaringen. Since 1945 the city belonged to Württemberg-Hohenzollern, which opened in Baden-Württemberg in 1952. By the inclusion of Expellies after 1945, the population of Veringenstadt has nearly doubled in the 1950s. On February 1, 1972, Hermentingen was incorporated. The incorporation of Veringendorf was on January 1, 1975. Politics: municipality. The municipality combines the main locality Veringenstadt with the two villages Hermentingen and Veringendorf. Crest: the emblem of Veringenstadt was officially approved 1947. Already 1320 a lion and a deer rod was used as coat of arms. The coat of arms shows a golden shield, a red lion under a lair of a red deer rack. The lion comes from the Habsburg coat of arms. The deer bar is derived from the coat of arms of the Counts of Veringen. Twinning: Veringenstadt maintains since 2012 a partnership with the city of Zwettl an der Odl in Austria. Points of interest: museums in the City Hall from 1415 is located upstairs. The local museum, Strubhaus, House of Painting, built around 1500, a former home and studio of the painter family Strub, master of Veringen. The building at Kirchberg is now a museum of medieval painting. In the former mill, which has existed since centuries at this point, a private living museum was created. From around 1250 comes the first written document of a mill in Veringenstadt. By 1924, the waterworks also provided the electricity for Veringenstadt. Now Jutta Schmid-Glockler has established with her family here. Buildings: Veringenstadt is dominated by medieval core with half-timbered houses, the Castle Veringen, and religious buildings, the parish church of St. Nicholas. The sanctuary of Maria Deustetten is also a cemetery chapel. The church was inaugurated 1753. On the forecourt of the chapel are several monuments to the victims of war. The City Council of Veringenstadt was built around 1415 and is still the seat of city government. It is the oldest town hall of Hohenzollern in continuous municipal use. The freely accessible ruins Veringen were probably a creation of Count Marquard of Veringen around the year 1130. She was owned by the Counts of Veringen, the House of Württemberg and the Prince of Hohenzollern. Besides the ruins there is the Peter Chapel from the 10th or 11th century with frescoes from 1515 by Peter Strub the Younger from Veringenstadt. Neanderthal sculpture on the Lower Lorchardbrücke, created in 1965 by Eduard Rach-Dottinger. The Church of St. Gallus in the district Hermentingen dates from the 14th century. It was rebuilt in the 17th century. The Church of St. Michael in the district Veringendorf is the oldest church of Hohenzollern. Electrical works in Veringendorf. The waterworks Hermentingen prepares the water of the Gallus source, the largest karst spring of Hohenzollern, to drinking water. Childhood home of Cardinal Karl Lehmann. Teams in Veringenstadt are more than 30 clubs, with currently 450 members. The TSV is the largest. Economy and infrastructure. Transportation. The municipalities Veringenstadt and Veringendorf were connected to the rail network by the Kleiningstingen-Sigmaringen Railway. The Gopfelstein was tunneled at Veringenstadt. The 91-meter-long tunnel was built by Italian workers. The first train passed through the tunnel Veringen at Christmas, 1907. The line was opened in 1908. The Federal Highway 32 led originally through the Veringenstadt center. Between 1975 and 1980, a road tunnel was built. Today daily drive around 5,000 vehicles through the Schlossberg Tunnel. The public transport is guaranteed by the Verkehrsverbund Neckar-Alb-Donau. The community is located in the Combe 442. Established businesses. The Schwarer House maintains in Veringenstadt a factory making Fort Massif houses, ceilings, precast concrete, chimneys. Education. There are 2 schools in the nucleus. A primary school and since the school year 2010-2011 a branch of the Werkrealschule Gammertingen. The school building of the Alblockert School in Veringenstadt, an elementary school, was built in 1953. In Veringenstadt there is a daycare center with full day care. In Veringendorf a kindergarten, which also accommodates children under 3 years. Personality. Freeman Adolf Roche, theologian and a doctorate in law, studied in Freiburg and Eichstätt. Was appointed in 1932 Vicar General in the Diocese of Freiburg, previously Member of Parliament. On January 2, 1933, he became a Freeman biography. List of publications and references to person. Gildfans die Agenda. Born in Veringenstadt, a missionary of the Abbey Street, André in Belgium. In 1932 appointed to Vicar General of Rio Branco, Brazil. He became a freeman on January 2, 1933. Stefan Fink, mayor from 1945 to 1966, an entrepreneur, holder of the Federal Cross of Merit. Herbert Krapf, former mayor. Erwin Zillemwiller, honorary professor at the University of Stuttgart in the Faculty of Architecture and Urban Planning with doctorate. Author and head of Strubhaus, holder of the Federal Cross of Merit and the Medal of Merit of the State of Baden-Württemberg. Sons and daughters of the city. Edward Hochstein, painter and sculptor. After his apprenticeship he founded in 1754 a workshop in Veringenstadt. Nikolaus Allgaier, lithographer. He founded in Veringenstadt the Lithographic Institute. Nikolaus Allgaier, originally also from Veringenstadt, lithographer Alfred Oberle joined with Nicholas Allgaier together. Closing square bracket. Franz Saurer, entrepreneur, born in Veringendorf.